Sorry, my hand went to bed. But it was a big come up from the west side of Chicago. So, I mean, they did well for themselves, but it still was challenging. And things were, my mother was always saying she's not cheap, she's budget conscious, right? So, yeah. But when I got of college age, I thought that my mother and father had planning for me to go to college, and they didn't. And then my mother, what I did have, she was like, "Oh, we spent that long ago when we ran into debt. We spent that, so ain't nothing for you to go to college." So she would always tell me to try to get a scholarship, which I didn't know much about that. Now I do, because that's how my daughter went to school. As a single mother, I was like, I was so, the whole time I just struggled raising money. I struggled harder than my parents, it would seem. Well, in my vantage point, I did. But I just spent so much time trying to raise her that I didn't never catch up. And I always thought that, once I get myself together, which I thought maybe when she was 8 years old or whatever, I would get stable and I would have money to save for like her college fund, like Baby Princess. We're thinking we have time to raise Baby Princess. She's not gonna, by the time she gets to college, everybody get themselves in order and on track and start, saving money and things like that. You don't always picture yourself broke, which I need to review that video when I get home with you guys. It was a Lynette Atkins. She was saying that, like, even if you are broke now, what keeps you broke is just thinking that it's going to be that way forever. And it literally does feel like that. Honestly, you feel like you're stuck in a situation forever. And that's not the case. And even in my case, I know that's not the case. But because I've been stuck here so long, it does feel like it's never going to change. Like Marcello is never going to come home, or like I'm never going to make my career off of art. It literally does feel that way. Ooh, all this grassy area. Let me get out of here, girl. Ooh, I'm being bold. I am being bold today. But yeah, so it never happened. And then one day my daughter was graduating. It's like I lived in survival mode that long. And then one day, boom, she's graduating. I'm like, well, what the heck am I gonna do? I don't want her to repeat the same broken cycle, just working paycheck to paycheck, thinking she's gonna, get ahead and never does. And I just figured out that scholarship and grants. I went to school on a grant. I went to school on a single mother grant. So if you are a single mother, I don't know if it's every state, but I know in the state of Florida, we'll check your state out. You can go to school free. Like literally. Get you some type of trade. Like even if you're not going to go to college, because now college is not as needed as before, but get you a trade or something. It's literally, there are better ways out there. Now, my stuff was coupled with being disabled, so that played a lot of part in why it was so difficult for me to get up on my feet, and has been so difficult. But yeah, so yeah. But I want to review that when I get home. That because it seems so permanent, you start to build it in your mind that it will never change. And it literally can change. It could change tomorrow. Like my whole situation literally can change tomorrow. And I just told myself that I wasn't going to keep saying that I'm broke phase. I'm not going to say that no more. I am not broken. But at the moment, I do not have certain funds. But to continue to say that I'm broke is just calling in more brokenness. Even if I know I'm broke, even if I know I don't have a dollar, if I don't have a quarter, I am not broke. So I catch myself now when I say that, oh, I want to do this, but I'm broke. Like I say that daily, and all that is just driving into my subconscious that I'm broken. All right, guys, I made it back to the car, so I will be talking to you later. And look out for that Lynette Atkins video. That was really good. It's your girl, Cat Black.